Welcome to tonight's live. Now, we have on page 127, you probably saw me flicking over, but page 127, we have the specialty papers. I'm going to be using this one, the more dazzled, which we have had before, but the highlight of tonight's project is this one here called White Centre 12 by 12, and what that's all about. And if you like me and like really nice textured layered sort of projects, then you'll love these papers. They come in, now let's make sure I get this right, the colours. It is Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, and Night of Navy. Now, as you know, with our cardstock, it is coloured all the way through. So if you rip it, you only get the same colour. But with this paper, if you rip it, you're going to get a gorgeous white edge to your paper. So on the designer series paper, you often get the white part, but not on just these plain papers. So I wanted to share these with you because they're sort of hidden on that page 127. And just in case, hi Priscilla, thank you so much for joining. Yes, no sound at the beginning, but I'm so pleased everyone hung in there. Right, so I'm going to start off with a simple white card base. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you tonight is this stamp set here called Vertical Blooms. I quite like having the option of a vertical sentiment, just for something a little bit different. And so when I saw this, we did have one a while ago, and when I saw this back again, it was on my list to get. So let's start off by stamping that, just to make sure that we have enough room on the card to put the sentiment before we put the rest of the things on. Whoops, I've already got it out. Okay, now just going to ink up. Okay, that's upside down. Just make sure I've got a good coverage. Now I've got my mat here. Okay. Now it's a photopolymer stamp, so I have got this mat underneath. Right, so thanks to you, and it's got gorgeous sort of font. Really like that font. Hi, Debbie. Good evening to you as well. Good evening to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Right, so as I said, I'm going to be using some other bits and pieces as well. So I have got this piece here. This is in Pretty Peacock, and I've used these dies in a couple of the other pieces that I'm going to be using. This one here, which gives that torn notebook look. Really like that look, and I have used it quite a bit, I must admit. So that's going to be on the left. Now I'm going to just rip these, and then we will start putting it together. So if you don't like the ripped look, then this is not for you, this amazing specialty paper. So as you can see, when you use your designer series paper, this gives you that white edge. Now, if you were to go, so if you noticed I ripped towards me, like so. If I was to turn around and rip away from me, it's a bit hard to do it upside down, rip away from me like that, you don't get the white edge. So if you like that textured look but don't want that white edge, then oh, hi Brenton, thank you so much for joining. And oh, I'm sorry, I can't, from Germany anyway. Hello from Germany. So lovely to have you here all this way. What time is it over there? Must be morning, is it? Okay. So these papers, of course, I only need to do one edge, but this is going to give me that white edge. So this paper from the Gorgeously Made, there is some papers in there already with that ripped look sort of printed on the paper, which is gorgeous. And if you don't like ripping paper but you like that look, then that's perfect to use. But if you like more texture and more interest on the actual card, then 9 a.m. Oh, and you're French, Priscilla. Oh, wow. So wonderful. Exciting to have everyone from around the world. That's wonderful. So it must be around 9 a.m. in France as well. Okay, last one. Are you enjoying summer over in Europe? We're in the middle of winter here. It's chilly and lots of rain. Okay. So let's put this one. Just get my glue. I'll start off with this. So I'm going to put the pink first. So I like using my glue because I've got time to maneuver. So lovely to have everyone here. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay. And then this one. And then we are going to do, so it's easy to do. And this paper, as I say, makes it super easy with, oops, might have to trim that one down a little bit. And one more. So, there we go. And I'm just going to trim that bit so it's a nice straight edge. There we go. And this is going to go on here. So I just want to make sure that I am still got the room, which I have. That's fantastic. You're a demonstrator in France. How's it going? How's it going over there? I'm sure we make beautiful cards. Okay, now let's make sure I get this. I don't know if there's up, but I don't know if you can see on there very, very faintly. If I hold that up, there are words very, very soft in the background. So I'm just making sure that I get those up the right way. I don't think it really makes much difference. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down now onto the front. There you go. And I think I'm going to have to take that down. I used the wrong one which is fine. This was for the inside, but that's fine. Got a pair of scissors and I'm just going to trim that down. There we go. That's why it was. Okay, a little bit more glue. And we can pop that on the front. So I have die cut from the more Dazzled and from Berry Burst. Just these large leaves. I've used these, also used these a lot actually. They just go really well with so many different designs of card. So I'm not putting glue all over them. I'm just going to leave the edges popping up like that. Right. And of course it's not going to come out. There we go. Put this one on the front. Now I'm just going to show you the other stamp in there. This was for the middle, but I will have to trim this down. So I'm going to stamp this. This is the flower that's in here. And I'm going to do this in Pretty Peacock. And just do that down the bottom. So the second part of this, just close that. The second part of that I'm going to do in Berry Burst. So if you see these little pieces here, that is where the flower sits. So just make sure that you have it round the right way. And then pop those, nestle those in. Oops, I nearly didn't get it in the right way. Seems to be one of those nights. There we go. Gorgeous. You escape. Oh, I'll have to look out for you, Priscilla. I'll see if I can find you and follow you. It'd be fantastic. And that's going to go inside. And oh, I have, look, now look what I've done. Of course I can adjust this, but I picked it up. I thought I'll save a bit of time and I'll glue the inside. I've already glued that and it's on the wrong side, isn't it? So lots of little things tonight. It's one of those nights. Goodness me. Okay, so I am using this ribbon here, which is from the set of 3. It's got beautiful silver trim in there. And I'm just going to tie a double bow. So this is called a Tammy bow. I love these bows. So I'm just putting one there between my thumb and forefinger. Then I'm going to do a matching loop underneath. Then another one up the top and another one underneath. Try to keep it flat. So then I'm going to just move my fingers down to the bottom because I'm going to wrap that round the whole thing and tie that through. There you go. My fingers have got glue on them, so the ribbon is sticking. And you just pull that tight, and then you have a beautiful double bow. So let me trim that down. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. Right. Now I'm just going to get a glue dot. So I've got another sample here to show you. Whoops. I love Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock together. Right. Let's pop that on there. And of course I've got some bling. And I thought I would use some of these silver ones today. Let me see. I love these, this bling. It is called, I should tell you of course, it is called Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. Absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love them. Okay, So there we have that card using that beautiful paper, the ripped white scented ripped paper. Really just adds so much, and it's so easy just to rip it and add so much texture, as I say. This is another one that I did earlier, and that's not using the vertical, that's just using the across the page, and just quite standard, but using the azure blue, the azure afternoon, and the fresh freesia, like that one as well. And this is just another card that I did with the vertical blooms, just spritzed on a block and popped that in the middle, and little bee from the Queen Bee set as well. Just fussy cut that out. So sorry about the sound at the beginning. Make sure if you like any of these things, there's bonus, you get bonus coupons during the month of July to spend in August for in New Zealand, every $110 spent, you get $10. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, everybody. That's so kind of you to like these. I love the vibrant and bright, happy colours as well. Certainly something that I gravitate to. So thank you so much. And once again, as I say, I apologise for the sound, and thank you for persevering and sharing my live with me tonight. So take care, everybody, and see you next week. Bye.